Hari Om Tat Sat. Welcome to Jyotirmayananda Society, our journey to self-realization. Please subscribe our channel for the mystical meanings of the scriptures and to enjoy daily satsang. We are currently exploring the book Yoga of Perfection, summary of Srimad Bhagavad Gita by my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayananda Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So today we will be studying chapter number 8, shloka number 12 and 13, which are together, and then we will move on to chapter 9. So Lord Krishna continues. सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुध्य च मूर्धन्याधायात्मानः प्राणमास्थितो योगधारणाम् ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन् यः प्रयाति त्यजन् देहं स याति परमां गतिम्. So Lord Krishna says, having restrained all the senses and drawing the mind into the heart, fixing the life breath in the space between the eyebrows, and engaged in the practice of yoga, uttering Om, the yogi departs for attaining the supreme goal. So indeed a very profound shloka, how to die, how to depart from this body in perfect equanimity and peace. And this does not come easily. It comes by constant practice and by practicing yoga, connecting with God. And so Lord Krishna here is saying, restraining the senses. At that time, nothing should be external. We should go inwards, and the mind should go within the heart, and then your prana, the life breath, should be focused on the Agnya chakra in between the eyebrows at the tip of the nose, and uttering Om. Om means Brahman himself, A-U-M. So you chant as Om. So it gives you peaceful vibrations, and then you depart. So a yogi departs for attaining the supreme goal. If a person departs like this, then he is not coming back in another embodiment. He has merged into the supreme. That is the key essence of this shloka. Moving on to chapter number 9, which is known as the Yoga of Royal Science and Royal Secrets. It's also known as Raj Vidya, Raj Guhya Yoga. So here, starting with shloka number 22, Lord Krishna continues to guide Arjuna. He says, Ananyascha chintayanto mam ye janah parayupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Those who worship me with their whole heart, with the vision of non-duality, and thus those who are constantly devoted to me, to them I look after their yoga, meaning I give them what is needed in the course of evolution, and kshema. Kshema is maintaining what is already possessed by the devotee. So indeed a very profound promise made by God. He says, if you give yourself to me, I give myself to you, which means I protect you and I also guide you properly. So, but you have to give your whole heart, not half heart, not partly in the world and partly spiritual. That doesn't work. We have to give our whole heart and with the vision of non-duality. What does that mean? Seeing everything as divine, no difference between you and me, seeing everything as God's world. That is what is called a pure devotee, and so they are constantly devoted to God. So then God looks after their needs. He says they are absolved from the cycle of the world process. I give them what is needed for the course of their evolution, and also I protect what they have already secured. So what more do we need? What a beautiful promise from God. Moving on to shloka number 26. Beautiful shloka. Patram pushpam palam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhaktyupahartam shnami prayatatmanaha. So here God says, whoever offers to me even a leaf or flower, fruit or water with devotion, I verily accept that with great delight. So here God has simplified spirituality. He is saying what's the most important thing is your bhav or your feelings, not opulence, not too many material things and too many rituals. He says, come to me, which means even the poorest or the person with least resources can also find a leaf or a flower or some water or a fruit to offer to God. We should always offer something to God because that shows sign of humility and respect. So he accepts it with great delight. That is what this shloka means. And of course, we should offer our fruits of devotion, respect, love, compassion. Those are the real fruits we should be offering to God. And then shloka number 27. Yat karoshi yadashnami yajjuhoshi dadasi yat pasyasi konteya tat kurushva madarpanam. Here God says, O Arjuna, whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer as an oblation, whatever you give as a gift, and whatever austerity you may practice, all these you should do as an offering unto me. What does God mean by this shloka? God doesn't have an ego. He is not saying respect me because I am God. He is saying everything is me only. Everything, including your breath that you breathe, is given by God. So, therefore, whatever actions you do, consider it as an offering to Him, because it is because of God that we are even breathing right now. So that is the deeper meaning of the shloka. So whatever we do, we should always therefore pray. Pray before you start to work. As you start your day, pray before you eat your food, offer it to God, and before your yajna, offer it to God. Before you sleep, offer yourself to God. Everything should be done with that attitude. That is the meaning of the shloka number 27. Shloka 28. शुभाशुभं फलैरेवं मोक्ष्यसे कर्मबन्धनैः संन्यासयोगयुक्तात्मा विमुक्तो मामुपैष्यसि. Thus shall you be released from the fetters of good and evil karmas, and being devoted to the yoga of renunciation, you will verily come to me. So God is showing us an easy way to get to Him and to be released from the effects of karma. If we don't do it, then we are bound by our ego and our thought process of thinking I did it, and therefore the karma will have a reaction. It will either be positive or negative. Good karma is giving you good results, bad karma is giving you bad outcomes, and therefore the cycle of reincarnation will never terminate until we give ourselves to God, and then only we are following yoga of renunciation. Renunciation doesn't mean inaction, it doesn't mean stopping from your duty, it simply means renouncing the fruits of whatever you do and offering it to the Lord. Shloka number 30. अपि चेतसुदराचारो भजते मामन्यभाक् साधुरैव समन्तव्यः सम्यग् गव्यवसितो हि सः. Even if a great sinner should worship me with one pointed devotion, he would be regarded as a righteous man, for his resolve is sublime. Another beautiful shloka and a assurance from God. Many of us are always thinking about the past sins we have done, and we think we are unworthy of worshipping. That is wrong, as God is clarifying here in this shloka. Even if you have sinned in the past, as long as you are worshipping with one pointed devotion and you resolve not to do those things again, that is important. You can't keep doing those things and then keep praying also, but you have made a transition, you have made a move in your life where now you are giving yourself wholeheartedly to God, then He will consider you as a righteous man, no matter how many sins we have done in the past. Just like Valmiki, he was initially a dacoit, a robber. His name was Ratnakar, and then he became a sage in that very life, attaining self-realization. So this is possible for all of us. With this, we conclude our satsang for today, and we will continue this holy journey each day. So I will see you tomorrow. Hari Om Tat Sat.